Hey guys, John here, host of MGTOW is Freedom. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. Give all MGTOW videos on all channels a thumbs up. Because what I want to see is I want to see YouTube start handing these videos over to more and more people. Recommending it because of all the thumbs up we give each other. I think it's critical because this video alone, right here, I'm going to talk about it. For decades, for the last century and then some, there's been a secret network of fucking harpies, and I call them feminists. It's a secret network that has a secret agenda that they put on. They've educated each other in schools. They meet in their little meetings and get-togethers at their little fucking tea parties, and they've become powerful. They've become organized. They've infiltrated everything. And I'm talking about women. Women have done this. And what has been the fruits? What is the fruit of what these fucking women have done? It is the destruction of men, the destruction of families, and even the destruction of themselves. It has taken them, basically 150 years from the time feminism took root in America to the point we're at now. It didn't take them long, though, to get the movement started, to get women, regular, unthinking women who were just satisfied being women. It took them a couple of years to get them to hear about it. They used the press. They used public gatherings and meeting places where women would meet, and they started talking in their fucking ears. Yucca, 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 yucca. Equal rights. Property rights. Voting rights. Yucca, 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 yucca. And they started whispering in each other's ears. We have something that they never had. We now have experience being victimized. Yes, right. Men were victimized. The family is victimized, and even real feminine women have been victimized by the feminist ideology, the feminist philosophy. But we have something they didn't, and it's called social media. And my question to you is, can MGTOW as a social philosophy, as a belief system, go viral? Not just on the internet, but in the real world. Can it happen? Can it reach a critical mass through our exposure, our exposing it on YouTube and other social media? Can it go viral where men everywhere just say, fuck you bitches, I'm done with it. And just fucking leave them. Just kick them all to the fucking curb where they belong. They can go stand in the fucking gutters with prostitutes who are at least honest about their trade, who honestly fuck for money. The rest of these bitches do not. They sucky, sucky, fucky, fucky, and then grab your whole wallet and kick you to the curb. So the question is it possible? Now, once again, women used to have to communicate mouth to ear, right? They'd have to go to their little meeting places just on days when they could get out of the house. Meet at the library or meet at the tea shop, meet at church in their little after-church meetings, and start that yuckity-yuckity shit, right? And they've sold men using their old network, their old mouth-to-ear network. You tell him that if he doesn't give you what you want, he has to sleep on the couch. And then they'd report back, oh my gosh, it worked on Bill. The other one says, well, it didn't work on Fred. Oh, but it worked on Bill. Let's do it. And they've been manipulating their fucking system for 150 years. I'm talking about the radical feminists. So my question to you is, can we turn it all around? Can we turn it around in a matter of years? I know that we've done it for ourselves personally, right? I'm the man, right? I've fixed that shit. Listen. No fucking yakety schmackety. No bitching, no chainsaw. No fucking broken record. I don't have any of that shit. It is gone. Peace. And I can sit here and I can philosophize. I can pontificate. I can just think. I can choose not to think it's beautiful. And when men realize that it can be theirs, that they can have peace in their lives, yicky, 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 and it won't cost them a penny to do so, versus having to pay some woman to be around just so she can bitch at him. That's the question we're looking at. Can we do it? What are your guys' ideas? How can we get more men to see this and to wake up to it, to realize they're being screwed over? Catching them, yes, before they get married, definitely. Men that are married, they got to either fucking stay with it or just pay the penalty, because the penalty's coming. And this is what I don't understand anymore. Even I miss this shit because I thought I was special. That's the fucking trick, you see. But if you went to get on an airplane and said, well, I'm going to go on vacation to Hawaii, and they said, wow, 25% of all planes crash on the way to Hawaii, I'd be like, fuck that, right? And they said, well, why don't you try one of those trips to Jamaica? I go, okay, I'll try a trip to Jamaica. They go, well, half of the planes going to Jamaica crash and burn. I'd be like, fuck that, right? So you work your way up to where 80% of all planes, right, going to the U.S. Virgin Islands crash and burn and everyone dies. You'd be like, there's no way. How good could it be? Yet men should know 75-80% of all marriages end up in divorce. I just fucking know better. It is beyond the pale. And the ones that aren't getting divorced, they're fucking beaten down with a goddamn stick, a frying pan, a broom handle up their ass. They're not men. They've been fucking hammered on. I was hammered on. I fought back all the fucking time. It was goddamn miserable. And yeah, it fucking pisses me off. So those successful marriages, you're kidding me? That's success? A fucking man giving himself up, his life up to the woman? Maybe 5% of all marriages, the man's the boss, she shuts up, she does what she's told, he has a good time. I'm not getting on the plane where they say 5% will live. 5% of you that get on the plane will live. The rest of you are going to contract a horrible fucking disease and die. I wouldn't get on that plane, would you? Well, only a percentage of you die. The rest of you will just be fucking miserable the rest of your lives. I'm not getting on that fucking plane again. So how do we get to those guys? Before they get married. After they're divorced. While they're young. Men need to realize what women do to them. All for a little pink hole. Covered in some fuzz. Or some round jiggly titties. Or a fucking face pied up with makeup. Why? Yeah, I know we're biologically driven. But our intellect can overcome our biology. That is why we have what we have. Men are intelligent. They are creative. They are innovative. Men have made this world what it is. Through our inventions and our hard work. Our perseverance. And our commitment and dedication to what we believe in. So can we take all of those good qualities as men, put them together into a cohesive package, right? A sales package, and sell it to other men. MGTOW. Go your own way. And what's funny is I'm going to say, I think that's actually what's happened. My channel is nothing. It's tiny. But there are dozens like it and some really big ones as well. Big channels with lots of subscribers. And we reach out and we touch men all over. Because they see the word MGTOW. What is that? And why is this guy talking about women a certain kind of way? I didn't know what MGTOW was years ago. And I was like, hey, MGTOW, that guy's talking about stuff sounds like things I think about. I didn't know there was a name for it. So can we go viral? How can we push that so it does go viral? So one day the world is one color and the next week it's a completely different color. Men everywhere telling the bitches to get the fuck out. Or the men say, fuck you, bitch, I'm getting the fuck out, and they leave. Can we do that? Can it be sustained? I think it can. I think it's a social type of movement that can change the world. Hell, the fucking gays came out of the closet. Right? Why can't men grab their fucking balls and shove them back between their legs and come out of the fucking whipped closet and say, fuck it, I'm done being in there, being caged in by these women. Right? Why can't we? I can't think of a reason we can't. I know men are pussy whipped. I know men are weak. I know men are susceptible to guilting and shaming. I know. We've all been susceptible to that on some level. But it's a learning process. So can we do it? Can I enlist your help? This channel, like I said, is just one. One of my ideas lately has been, give it a thumbs up. Whether the video is good or bad. Fucking thumbs up all MGTOW videos. Take the time to go to other MGTOW channels, subscribe to them, hit the fucking thumbs up. What I've found it uniquely fascinating how this social media, social networking game works. And we have an advantage the feminists didn't. And that is we have the electronic media, the internet, through which we can communicate and share and grow. Women used to have to do it mouth to ear. They'd have to do it by making their husband drive them around in a little horse-drawn wagon. But they got it done. Can we do it faster and better because we're men? Yes. Are there going to be a lot of men left behind? Yes, and fuck them. Right? This train's leaving the station, and it's the train to freedom. MGTOW is freedom. I have the penis. Right? I'm John. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Click the bell to get alerts. Share. Hit the share button and share this video and other MGTOW videos with other men you know. Young men, old men, men in between, divorced, single, married. It doesn't matter. All men need to start seeing that there's a movement out here. And it's called MGTOW. Men going their own way. Semper Fi, guys.